He made some throws today.
Some good ones.
I think the Matt LaFleur, I think Brian Gutekunst, the general manager, and I think the CEO, Mark Murphy, they're like, okay. I
think.
But Jordan Love, in that game yesterday, he did a lot of things that we felt like he should be able to do throughout the course of the season, which is make those tight window throws.
The Green Bay Packers beat the Detroit Lions, and Jordan Love goes 22 of 32. This probably was one of your better games. 3 touchdowns, 268 yards, and an amazing passer rating of 125.5. Jordan Love, the team that you beat on Thanksgiving, on Turkey Day, it was not an easy team to beat. It really was not. This team in the Detroit Lions, your rival, your divisional rivals, are getting praises of NFC conference championships, of Super Bowl contenders, and you guys humbled them so quickly. You humbled them so quickly, and I'm going to be honest, guys, like, this is the best way for me to be open and honest. I thought the Lions were going to beat y'all, and I was wrong. This Detroit Lions team was supposed to give it to y'all. Y'all were going to their home, their place, their house, and they were supposed to beat the brakes off of y'all. That was the game plan. That was the narrative. That was media. Let me know in the comments who was there on your front, like Packers-wise. What were your thoughts going into this game? And did you know that Christian Watson would show up and show out? Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Miles, why would you think the Detroit Lions are just going to, Miles, why don't you have faith that the Pack, hey, because you've had Christian Watson on your team all year, and he has not been a threat. And he comes out the gate disgusting. The first play of the game, 50-yarder, boom, 53 bomb, first play of the game. That's what I'm talking about. That's aggressive. That's fierce. That's something that Detroit Lions were not I was not expecting that out of Jordan Love and Christian Watson, Matt LaFleur. I was not expecting that. And I guess that's what needs to be the blueprint. And I think with Jordan Love, because the Packers have been so blessed for, 3 decades, the Jordan Love dilemma on why I believe, if not yet, he may not ever fit into the Rodgers, Favre frame is, I think he lacks that playmaking thing. He's got the tools. He throws good ball. Like, he left a lot on the field, honestly. He left the touchdown on the field just from not a great ball. So there's things like that, but it's the improvising. The improvising is where he kind of misses me, at least. He can take off running, that's for sure. He had that beautiful 37-yarder run. And he should have scored. I don't know. Y'all let me know I think he should have scored. I think he showed some great athleticism. I think I don't know, guys. He just needs to get that juice, that playmaking juice, that playmaking ability, just that it factor. We know what I'm talking about. It's the thing that Rodgers had. It's the thing that Favre had. The it factor. And if he gets it, if he can establish it, I'm scared of this Packers team. And then we have Aaron Jones. Of course, he didn't play. A.J. Dillon. It was your game, 14 carries, 43 yards. We want more. We know who you are, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You're a bruiser. You're a backup dancer. You're the second in command, and that's fine. And I think you do a great job at that. But as I said, Christian Watson, oh my gosh. He had his third catch. It was like, what is this, third or fourth catch? I believe it was his third catch, and they were already, ramping out all of these, season stats for him. He already had his third reception. He's like, this is the most receptions he had in his whole season. He had this catch and he had this touchdown, and it was just like, I know he's been battling with injuries, and so the weirdest thing is we still don't know what Christian Watson is. Can y'all believe that? Like, we still don't truly know what he can become. And on the back end, it's still Jordan Love. You're still the quarterback, so there has to be some blame on your part. And Matt LaFleur, you're a quote-unquote offensive genius. I haven't necessarily seen the genius ever since A-Rod left, but hey, maybe you can answer some questions as to why Christian Watson doesn't consistently have 5 receptions for 94 yards and a touchdown. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Of course, another injury with the tight end, Luke Musgrave. He didn't play. I think if he played, maybe we blow up the doors a little bit more on the Lions. But the one thing, recoveries, all right? You get 3 fumble recoveries in a game. You win the turnover battle. Something's got to happen, man. Like, you got to have more than 29. I guess that would be my only criticism, is you got to have more than 20 points when you have 3 turnovers and you have Christian Watson and you have a quote-unquote offensive genius in Matt LaFleur. So can we get things juiced up a little bit more? Jayden Reed, you're amazing. You're awesome. We interviewed him at the Senior Bowl. He was spectacular at the Senior Bowl, and he's spectacular in the National Football League, continuously proving us right in the sense of we believe that this kid was going to be something great. Romeo Doubs, I like him. I think he's still the best receiver on the team. I like him, and I know he doesn't get the fantasy points, and I know if he's had some nasty drops, but I feel like out of all of them, right? Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jayden Reed, if they all got it, if it all hit for all of them, I don't know. I'm sorry. Blow me up in the comment section, Packers fan. I still think Romeo Doubs is the dude that this team could really take it somewhere if he can hit that extra gear that I'm thinking of. Defensively, Rashawn Gary having a career high day with 3 sacks. And if you guys remember that, horrible injury that he had last year, a year from Thanksgiving, and for him to do what he did on Thanksgiving, that's amazing. Jonathan Owens, 12 total tackles and that touchdown. Just great things for this Packers. A great win for the Packers, but it's not over. I mean, it's really not. It's in the Lions. Then, who comes to your house? The Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be Sunday Night Football in Lambeau. And I don't know if y'all realize, I don't know if y'all know, but the Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs, they're beatable. They bleed, Packers. So understand that this team should not be overlooked. Of course, the Chiefs should not be overlooked, but you should not be scared. And then you have the Giants, and then you have the Bucks, and then the Panthers. Things get easier, guys. There's a pathway for the playoffs. There's a pathway here. And so I just really hope the fans, the Packers fans, have not given up. They have not wavered. There are other videos, guys, I have to do where I have to say, hey, yeah, y'all got to pack it up for the season. Yeah, everything's done. Everything's look towards the draft. I'm not saying that with the Packers. I'm really not. And it's unfortunate you guys went through a 4-game skid, but I think in the opposite way, from what y'all showed me with that Lions game, you can beat the Chiefs, you can beat the Giants, you can beat the Bucks, you can beat the Panthers, all right? And then you'll have some tough games with the Vikings and Bears to end off the season. I like it. I like the position y'all are in, but I need to know where y'all are at. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe.